Good evening, everyone. My name is Catherine, and I'm coordinator for this virtual internship program. Welcome to today's session on understanding cryptocurrency. And our speaker for today is Mrs. Tavonia Evans. Please, I'll be reading her profile before handing over. Mrs. Tavonia Evans is a 47-year-old native of New York and mompreneur with a 20-plus year background in technology. She is an engineer, designer, data scientist, and she founded the decentralized cryptocurrency Guap coin. Tavonia's vision is to use Guap coin for the economic empowerment of Black people and especially Black-owned businesses. Not new to the world of startups, Tavonia made the transition into the world of blockchain in 2016 as a result of identifying cryptocurrency as a tool that could stimulate economic growth and financial freedom within the Black community. She is one of the first Black women heralded as being the founder and lead engineer in developing a coin with such a mission within the Black community. She was featured in Glamour magazine's May 2018, Women in Crypto, CNN Complex TV, CNBC, Marie Claire, Blavity, Ozzy, as well as other media publications for her work in this space. Since 2017, she has been an expert global voice for blockchain and has spoken on diversity and the impact of blockchain technology in a variety of forums. She has made it her mission to educate both minorities and women on the potential of cryptocurrency to liberate the masses from poverty while providing greater access to funding. We are very pleased to have you join us today for today's session, ma'am. The floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much, Ma'am Tavonia. You have the floor now. Over to you. Thank you so much. We are glad to have you today.
Yes, thank you for having me. Well, I started Guap Coin back in 2017. And since you read my profile and kind of touched on so many points of what I did, I'll just go into a little bit deeper about cryptocurrency and what we're trying to do. Yes, I did create Guap Coin to specifically make an impact in the Black and Brown communities. However, since our launch, our vision has definitely grown to include more of the global space and more cultures and etc. Because so many people are excited about what we're trying to do or what we're attempting to do with cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is revolutionary, but it's not perfect. Blockchain is revolutionary, but it's not perfect. Oftentimes you come online and you hear about all of the wonderful things that Bitcoin will be able to do, but it's in my opinion that it's not cryptocurrency or Bitcoin that's going to be able to do all of that solely. It's going to be the people who are going to implement the changes, and we're going to utilize tools like cryptocurrency and blockchain to do so. The heart of cryptocurrency and the heart of blockchain is community, right? And what is community? And community has been such a struggle when it comes to Black and Brown people all over the world. Coming together as a community, we have the desire, even American and Africans across the continent, we have a desire to come together and build, systems where we can work together. But we have the issue that everybody else has globally, which is trust. And trust is essentially one of the major things that blockchain and cryptocurrency solves, problems dealing with trust, because it enables us to be able to transact with one another, even though we have limited information about each other on both sides. It enables for us to transact with one another across borders. You know, there's no border separating us, and it brings us together even closer. One of the things that I've definitely discovered, you know, when it comes to cryptocurrency and blockchain is that, you know, the world is really a lot smaller than we think it is. And when we have these tools that enable us to work together, then, you know, like the internet, and now blockchain and crypto, now we're able to see the, you know, just how small the world really is. That the world is really not that, you know, we're not all that separated. One of the things that we tend to galvanize over is money. You know, we tend to come together and we tend to be able to agree when it comes to money. And that's another thing that blockchain gives us the foundation for. It gives us the foundation of money so that we can come together and agree on some things. Another reason why it's so great is because many of us weren't around when the rules of money were created. You know, our current rules, our current laws when it comes to finance, our current banking system. You know, we didn't participate in the creation of these things. And a lot of these institutions and these rules, they're archaic. You know, they don't address the new technical world, the internet, the world of internet, and now Web3. They don't address these things efficiently. So it's time for a change. It's time for a disruption, right? And then we're also in a time where people want to own their data. They want to own their own, their you know, they want to own their footprint online, you know, and they want to have choices. They want to have alternatives. And this is another thing that cryptocurrency and blockchain provides to us. So we're in a very exciting time. You know, I like to encourage people not to get too caught up in the hype and the you know, the bear markets, the bull markets, and, you know, all of that. Instead, focus on the future. Focus on where this technology is taking us, and kind of like divert yourself away from you know, all of the hysteria and the wild west of the crypto world. I don't know if Miss Oni, if you set it up that we're gonna do a Q&A in that, but you know, I know people will have a lot of questions. I'm not.
Yes, there will be a Q&A session.
Okay, yeah, I'm not too familiar with
Once you are done,
the audience's level when it comes to cryptocurrency and blockchain. So I'm trying not to take it too deep in there, but you know, giving an overview on how impactful it is going to be towards bringing us all together and unifying us more. I'm a big community person. You know, every time when I'm talking about crypto and other people are talking about crypto and projects, I bring it right back to the community. Crypto is just, and blockchain is just the glue. You know, the community, which is, you know, composed of you and I, different cultures, people from different backgrounds, but we all have some of the same day-to-day things. You know, we all shop for our families. We all you know, are looking to invest in our future. You know, we all buy homes, we create homes or whatever. So these tools are going to be the tools that we're all going to be using in the near future. You have decentralized finance, you have DeFi as well, and that was last year. This year is so NFT and Web3, but last year was DeFi, right? And this year you even have a little bit of DAO as well, and I'll get into those. But last year was so DeFi. Everything was DeFi. That's what people were excited about. Well, what is DeFi? Well, DeFi brings us the traditional financial products that are out there in the world, but it takes and brings it to the crypto blockchain world, right? So you're talking about decentralized financial products. So you have decentralized lending. So that's lending without a bank in the middle of it. You have decentralized earnings and savings and staking and stuff like that. So there are so many different products out there right now, and products being made by the day that disrupt the way that we currently handle money and finance, investing, trading, etc. out here in the quote unquote real world, right? And what's so powerful about it is, if you're looking into getting it in the future when the loans become more prolific, it's not a matter of you going in a bank now and maybe potentially going in front of someone who's not going to give you a loan simply because of some superficial reason, who you are, where you come from, or whatever the case may be. But now you have decentralized finance and DeFi loans that go on a set of computer instructions. If as long as you deposit this collateral or whatever, or people deposit collateral, then you can get access to these funds. So there are so many different solutions that are being created for the common person using blockchain and cryptocurrency. And yes, it can be kind of daunting. It's a lot. People think it's a lot to learn, but always just start with the basics. Start with getting a wallet. Start with getting a wallet. Start with getting with a new project and being a part of an airdrop. Some of the biggest wins that have come out of cryptocurrency and blockchain have been the airdrops. You had people who participated in the Uniswap airdrop when Uniswap first launched, and really, really, really walked away with a good, valuable thing. Nobody knew that Uniswap was going to set off this whole era of decentralized exchanges and swapping and stuff like that, but it did, and it also brought to you a token that gained a lot of value because of this, so you never know, but getting involved with projects and getting involved in airdrops, etc. And maybe even bounties, participating in bounties. You get in a project and they have a bug bounty. They want you to go find things that are wrong. They may need marketing. They may need something that you have to offer, and you could earn that crypto for offering those services. So it's so much. I could talk about this for days. There's a lot in this space to take advantage of. All you need to have nowadays is a mobile phone to take advantage of. So that opens up the arena for so many people all over the globe to be able to participate in the crypto world and the blockchain world. Hi there. So I think that are we gonna begin taking some questions, Deborah?
Okay, sorry, I didn't get you, ma'am.
Are we gonna take some questions?
Oh, okay. Well, I was hoping probably when you conclude, but if you want to be taking the questions in between, we can start telling them to push in their questions. Should I?
Yeah, absolutely. Start.
Okay. Please, let's start putting in our questions. Let's start rolling in the questions. Over to you, Catherine. I think we have like 2 questions ready. Catherine, are you there? You can go.
Yes, I am. Should I read the questions out or should we do that? Okay, so the first question is, please, what is airdrop? I think you mentioned something about airdrop, ma'am. Please shed a little light on it.
Okay, well, Airdrops are, what they do is they distribute tokens to the community. So you have a new project, a new crypto that may come up, or a new blockchain project. Typically how they attract people to come to the community is they airdrop tokens, right? So if you go on places like Twitter and other places, you're gonna see lots of people advertising airdrops, like, hey, come join our Discord. We're gonna do an airdrop next week, right? So you're gonna wanna participate because you're literally going to get free tokens or, you know, free coins from that project just for joining the community and participating in the airdrop.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Yes, so the next question is, Ma, what do you think of the non-regulation of crypto in Nigeria? Don't you think it should be regulated?
Well, I'm impartial to regulation because yes, in some instances, cryptocurrency and blockchain is going to have to be regulated, you know, because you have anybody who can get involved and literally do anything. So you have people who come in and you have people who create scammy projects and they give a bad name to blockchain and crypto, right? So some level of regulation is going to have to take place, but I'm against over-regulation because that will stifle innovation, right? So if you come in and you impose a lot of restrictions on people, now you have people who are just now getting into the space and they're not privy to taking advantage of some of the benefits that earlier adopters have already gotten into, right? So how is that problematic? Well, it's problematic because the people who are now getting into the space are the people who need this the most, like literally the people who the wealth gap is disproportionately affecting the most. So they're just now getting in and they're already behind. So now if you impose too much regulations, you're keeping these people even further behind.
Okay, thank you. I hope the intern who asked that question, Miss Elizabeth, I hope you understand. If you need her to share more light on it, please indicate. Then the next question is, what is DeFi? DeFi.
What is DeFi?
Yes.
DEFI. It stands for Decentralized Finance. So what it is it brings in traditional financial products like loans, mortgages, credits, anything to do with financial that's usually issued through a bank or issued through a financial company. It brings it into the world of blockchain and crypto, but it is done in a decentralized manner, meaning that there are no banks, there are no financial companies, there are no companies in general who officiate these loans. These are all initiated by smart contracts. You know what I mean? So that's what gives it the decentralized aspect, meaning that there's no intermediary between these. You know, this is all contracts, all software, and you can go to a platform and you interact with the software. So you don't have to interact with a banker or anybody else to quote unquote maybe take advantage of a loan or maybe make an investment or whatever. These are all done through contracts through software.
Okay, thank you so much for that, ma'am. The next question is, how can I start the Guap coin? Like, is there an app I can download to start it?
Yes, Guap coin has wallets. This is how you get involved with any crypto. Traditionally, is you get the wallet, right? We have, if you go to guapcoin.org, we have desktop wallets, we have mobile wallets, But if you go to guapcoin.org and get Guap or wallets, you can get access to one of the wallets. You can actually go to the Play Store, or you can go to the Android store and you can look up Guap Coin there as well. And the Guap Coin wallet will come up and you can install the wallet, right? And the next thing that you want to do is you want to become a part of the community. So if you go to guapcoin.org and you click on join our Telegram in the top right, it'll take you directly to our Telegram and you can join the community. So this is a place where you can start to learn. You can ask questions. You can be directed to how you can get Guap Coin from exchanges. You might even be able to earn Guap Coin from services that you do. And our actual Telegram community is actually run by a very, very, very smart guy from Nigeria. He's been running our Telegram community for a few years now.
Wow. Okay, thank you so much. The next question is, how do I get a wallet? An intern wants to know how to get a wallet.
So I explained, if you want to get a Guap wallet, you can get one from the Android or Play Store. Go to Google Play if you have an Android phone, or go to the App Store if you have an Apple Store, and you look up Guap Coin and you can you'll get the Guap Coin wallet. Now, there are many crypto wallets out there. You can get what's called a multi-currency wallet, which holds a lot of different tokens and coins, like Trust Wallet, or other wallets out there. Or you can get platform-specific wallets like the Guap Coin wallet. The Guap Coin wallet is a wallet that is specific to Guap Coin only. So wallets are typically free. You don't want to pay any money for them. They're free. And then you want to get the coins from exchanges to be, or by providing services or whatever, to be able to put in your wallet.
Okay. The next question is, good day, ma'am. Kindly explain more on how cryptocurrency works. How does cryptocurrency work? Throw more light on it, please.
Cryptocurrency is based on something called blockchain technology. And what blockchain is a distributed ledger. It's a public ledger of transactions, right? And that blockchain exists on nodes all over the world. So you have nodes that actually plug in to the blockchain, and they all have copies of all the data that is on that is throughout the whole blockchain. And what's so important about these nodes and them having copies of the data is that even if 10 nodes go down, because computers go down all the time, even if 10 nodes go down, you still have maybe 100 other nodes or thousands of other nodes that are still going. So the blockchain doesn't just go down, right? So in order to take a blockchain online, you would have to take out thousands of nodes all over the world. And you don't know where those nodes are. You know what I mean? So that's what provides the security, is the fact that you have all of these nodes. Does anybody remember when we used to get music and software from platforms like Napster and stuff like that? If any of you remember that type of stuff, that was based on something called peer-to-peer technology, right? And this is what blockchain is. Blockchain is the same thing. It's peer-to-peer technology, except it's peer-to-peer money, right? So instead of you going to one of your money remittance in place where you send money or receive money, you can literally send money directly to somebody from your wallet. And it doesn't have to go through anything. It doesn't have to go through anybody's government. It doesn't have to go through nobody. It goes straight to that person, right? And you're going to pay, and the only thing that's going to be taken out is the network fees of whatever network it is. And you're not going to go to like a Western Union or something like that and pay 20%, on whatever you're going to pay. No. And they're going to get that money depending on what blockchain you use and what crypto you use. They could get that money instantly. You know what I mean? Very, very fast. So that's what one of the great things about cryptocurrency, especially for the global community, is it's peer-to-peer. It's the fast transactions of money, fast settlement of money, and no intervention. Nobody can come in and just shut it off. You know what I mean? No one can come in and say, hey, you can't send money to this person. They can't do that on crypto and in blockchain.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much for that. This question is kind of similar to the first one, shed more light on DeFi. So you've already done that. The next question, is there a distinction between blockchain and cryptocurrency? Is there a difference between blockchain and cryptocurrency?
Cryptocurrency, the blockchain is the underlying technology for cryptocurrency. So think Linux as an operating system, or think Microsoft Windows as an operating system, right? Microsoft Windows is the operating system, and Microsoft Word or Microsoft Excel is software that runs on the operating system. And that's how cryptocurrency is in relation to blockchain. Blockchain is an underlying technology, and cryptocurrency are functions that operate on the blockchain.
Okay.
So what all cryptocurrency is doing is it's creating these cryptographic hashes that provide you with a public and a private key, right? And what is your private key? What is your public? Your public key is what you're going to give to somebody so that they can send you crypto. And your private key is so that you can interact, or you can spend, or you can send, or you can do things with your crypto.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. We're done with that. The next question is, as a budding lawyer, if you want to major in cryptocurrency, how do you go about it? The radicals of cryptocurrency. I don't know, is that your field?
As a lawyer, what you want to think about when it comes to cryptocurrency is regulatory frameworks and regulation. You're going to want to think about how your current laws can be improved, or how do you fit blockchain into your current laws? You know what I mean? And the only way to do that is, number one, you have to gain an understanding of what it is, which is why it's not a good thing that the government imposes sanctions and regulations on crypto when they don't know what it is and how it functions on a bigger level. But they're going to need people like you to both know what it is and to also know how a new regulatory framework could be created to accommodate the innovation that it brings. So you, as a budding attorney, are going to need to have one foot in and one foot out. You understand? So you're going to be the translator of this technology to regulators or whatever, because, you know, maybe someone's going to come to you one day and they're going to have a business and they're going to be like, I want to start a blockchain project, and I want to know what do I need to know about the laws in regarding it. And you're going to need to know how what they're trying to do fits in the current framework, or maybe it doesn't fit in the current framework, but you're going to need to be able to advise them to be able to move forward.
Okay, thank you. The next question, for someone that has never done any type of cryptocurrency, how can I start? I mean, once an app is downloaded, can I get it from there once I'm illiterate?
Well, this is what I want you all to do. Install a Guap coin wallet, join the community, right? And go to guaptalk.org. And I'm going to post this in the chat, right? guaptalk.org. I want you to register there. Hold on. guaptalk.org. So I just put the link in the chat. I want you to register there, because when you register there, you know, put in the subject the name of this talk, and I'm going to airdrop you some Guap coins. Now, mind you, we don't airdrop anymore. We've been around for a long time. So typically you got to get on an exchange. But if you do all of that, if you register at guaptalk.org, right? And I want you to participate in it. Ask questions or ask all your crypto questions there, right? Because we're going to answer questions. But if you participate and you ask a question and get engaged, then I am going to airdrop 25 Guap coins to each one of you.
Wow, thank you so much,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much.
So you are all going to add the subject of this program, Hilton Top Solicitors Female Virtual Internship, along with your name, and then it will help her know that you are from this platform, right, Ma'am Tavonia?
Right, and you got to install the wallet from the App Store, and because you're going to have to share your Guap coin address in order for me to be able to send you coins. So when you make your post, in your post, you're going to put your Guap coin address. When you install the wallet on your phone, you're going to click on the Receive tab, and you're going to copy the address that starts with a G. It's a long string that starts with a G, and you're going to paste it in your post, and that's your Guap coin address. And I will make sure that we have those Guap coins sent to you, you know, within the next 24 to 48 hours.
Thank you so much. What a wonderful opportunity.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Yes. So moving on to the next question. I think you've addressed this, but it says, please explain more about Guap coin. So I think there's still some gray areas for them.
Well, Guap coin is a lot like Bitcoin, but the reason why we created Guap coin is because we wanted to make sure that the gap is closed between crypto and everybody else out there. Because when you go on Bitcoin, you don't see a lot of people that look like, you know, maybe look African or African American actually even pushing it. You know what I mean? So when you don't see a lot of us, then there's not a lot of trust. You know what I mean? People will look at, that's when people look at it and say, well, what does it have for us? What is it going to do to change my life? Right? So I created Guap coin because I wanted to show you how cryptocurrency could specifically change our lives and impact our lives, you know, globally, the global African diaspora. You know what I mean? I want normal people, regular people, average people who maybe are not even technical, who maybe don't even spend a whole lot of time online. I want them to be able to understand the power of cryptocurrency, because if they don't, then the gap that exists between us and others, what we call the wealth gap, is going to grow even bigger. And I don't want that to happen. I want the wealth gap to shrink. I want there to be more wealth for everyone. And I want more access for everyone. And it's very important that young people see people who look like them doing this, so that they know that there's a place for them in this as well.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. The next question. Since crypto is the future, how advantageous is it to the economy, especially in the situations we are currently in, pandemic, and then a brooding World War III?
Well, it's very important. This is interesting. Like, I have one of my developers on my metaverse. He's actually Ukrainian, right? He lives in Ukraine. So this morning he sends me a message and he's like, I think my internet and stuff is going to be spotty because we're in the middle of a war. We're being bombed, you know? So I was like, okay, I'm understanding and stuff like that. But the main question is, now, his whole financial system is like up in the air. You know what I mean? There are lines in Ukraine for the ATM. What are people doing? They're making a bank run. They're trying to get to the bank to get their money out so that they can either flee the country or get to somewhere safe, right? And it's not safe having to stand on a line on the ATM. Have you ever stand on a line on the ATM and the ATM ran out of money? Right?
Yes.
Exactly. So he's like, okay, so now he's worried about money. So I'm like, okay, how about this? So now I can start paying you in crypto. I will send you crypto to pay you for your services, right? So I can instantly send him crypto. And guess what? If he leaves that country and goes somewhere else, he could take his crypto with him and use it somewhere else. So do you see the power of that in this type of world?
Yes, yes, we do. Thank you so much. The next question. What makes the crypto market volatile?
What makes it what? I'm sorry?
Volatile.
Volatile?
Yes.
Well, the reason that is volatile is because there are a lot of speculators in it right now. The people who are involved right now are largely speculators. These are people who invest and they invest and they pull out, invest and they pull out, right? But when everybody else gets involved, and mind you, there's not even 2%, 2 to 3% of the world involved in crypto right now. So when everybody else comes along, you're going to have the people who are not speculators, right? And that's going to do a lot to calm down the volatility, you know, because now when the rest of the people come along, we are using this crypto more for normal things like buying our food or paying our bills and stuff like that. And then the volatility will go down. Right now, the speculators, they withdraw what they consider to be their profits and they put it in dollars. But with everything that's going on, dollars are in jeopardy. So it may come a time when it doesn't even make sense for you to take your crypto out and put it in dollars. It makes sense for you to keep it right where it is and spend it how it is as crypto.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. The next question is, can the airdrop tokens be used to open or maintain a wallet on the cryptocurrency chain? Take for instance, a crypto wallet like FX Royal gives airdrop tokens. Can these tokens be used to open or maintain a wallet so much so that you can now trade with it?
Well, see, that's where you're going with the trading aspect. That's actually what makes crypto volatile. When you think about getting involved in a crypto and then you just want to think about trading it out, that's what makes it volatile, right? Your best bet is to hold certain coins so when they become more valuable, right? So then you can buy goods and services and products with it. Imagine being able to shop with your Guap coin one day. You know, imagine your Guap coin. Right now, the price of Guap is about 2 cents USD, 2 pennies USD, right? I don't know the conversion rate to Nigerian to Naira, but I know that that's more than Naira. You know, whatever, right? So imagine when people run to using Guap coin because the dollar's too volatile, or you know, because of the war or whatever the case may be, and more people are using it. Now you have a cryptocurrency that you can use just like you use any other money, and other people will accept it. That's first and foremost. Secondly, you don't need crypto to open a Guap coin wallet. A Guap coin wallet is not an account, it's a wallet. You can totally get the wallet before you get the Guap coins. Now, can you trade it? Yes, you can trade it. We are on an exchange called Probit, and you can find a lot of information on that link that I sent you on the exchange and how to trade and this, that, and the third with Guap coin on that exchange. In about another week, You'll be able to swap your Guap coin for other coins as well. So these are the things that we're working on. We also have a marketplace. We got people who accept Guap coin for their services. So you might find somebody that has something that you want, and they'll accept Guap coin for you to be able to get it.
Okay, thank you so much. The next question: what are the solutions devised by you, ma'am, on how to tackle the vulnerabilities of cryptocurrencies?
Well, that's the thing. Cryptocurrency does not have many vulnerabilities. It's one of the most secure ways of transacting with money in existence, right? That's why, because it uses cryptographic technology. So you don't have to worry about someone coming in and hacking your wallet unless you give your wallet address to someone that is not supposed to have it, unless you give your private key. Your private key is the doorway into being able to interact with your funds. So if you don't give anyone your private key, then your wallet is secure, right? There are Bitcoin wallets out there right now with billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin that people can't get into because they lost the key. That's how secure it is. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like literally, they've had people for years trying to crack it to get access to the funds there, and they have not been able to do so.
Okay.
Normally, when you hear that something has been hacked in crypto, it's usually the exchange. So the exchange is like the crypto equivalent of a bank, right? So those are things that typically get hacked, right? And sometimes they're inside jobs. Sometimes they're hackers that actually get into, that because the people are very lax with their keys and their wallets and stuff like that. But when it comes to you having your own wallet and your own funds, it's very, very difficult for someone to come in and take them away.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. The next question: what are the solutions? Okay, no, we've answered that already. So let me click it out. In a country where cryptocurrency is not regulated or it's illegal, how does one get involved without any legal implications?
But that's tricky. Because I don't want to tell you to do something illegal.
I know.
That's super tricky. You put me in a bad position when you ask me that question. Well, all I can tell you to do is fight. Go to the regulators. Go to your regulators. Become a part of the system and make your case as to why it shouldn't be illegal. You know what I mean? Because it really shouldn't be illegal at all. And it's only illegal because people don't understand it, right? So you got to make them understand. You got to teach about the technology. You got to get out there, learn, teach, share, spread, whatever. You know what I mean? But I will tell you this. Wallets are anonymous. So no one's going to know you got a wallet. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Ma'am Tavonia. Sorry, Catherine, to lend my voice to that, and that's one of the reasons for this platform, and that the fact that I picked an interest in the blockchain cryptocurrency space, because I keep telling a larger part of the lawyers who do not want to understand and hear.
I think it froze. Did I froze or did you freeze?
It broke the network.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So I think she's going to join us in soon. Not to keep you waiting. I think we can move on with the questions then when Bajda Deborah comes in, she'll continue. So moving on to the next question.
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
I got logged out, network issues. Can we hear?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Welcome back.
Okay, all right. Sorry, Ma'am Tavonia, the network, of course, we're battling with that. It just got me logged out. So I was saying that's one of the reasons for this platform. What you don't understand, you come into the space and try to understand. Some just hear about the various, the vulnerabilities, the issues, the challenges about the blockchain and the crypto, and they just make their decisions from afar. And I tell them the best thing for you to do is to come into it, get to understand, and see how you can provide a solution to it, and of course, leverage and be able to harness the various potentials that it offers. Get to understand, and then we try to educate those that do not understand, and we try to help in the regulatory frameworks and build ecosystems that will be, that will relate to the various issues that we have, and we know we can actually leverage on this system. So thank you.
I think we lost again.
Yeah.
No problem.
The network issues. So the next question. How can you earn with cryptocurrency, ma'am?
Well, first of all, think of like this. You're earning because you're getting the actual cryptocurrency. So if you get 25 coins, you earn 25 coins. You're already earning something of value. And the key is to get even more, right? Because, for all you know, this could one day be the financial standard of where you are. You could go outside one day and these merchants are accepting Guap coin, and hey, guess what? You've already earned and accumulated more Guap coins, Yeah. So that's one thing. Another thing is, some people trade, and you can trade one coin, maybe become more valuable than another coin. And once you trade, then the difference is what you earn, right? And that's in the trading world. So you want to get to know trading and learn about trading, because that's also another way that you can earn money getting into the crypto world. But there are many, many different things. Like you can offer services, you could get involved in a project or something like that. Like, for instance, like I think I told you that my one of my community managers is Nigerian, and he came to me and he was like, I manage communities. I want to manage your community. And I hired him, and he gets paid in Guap coin. You know what I mean? So being that he's been doing this for such a while, I would say that he's probably pretty wealthy in Guap now, So you can do things like that. You can run and manage communities. You can write. If there's something that you can do, like maybe you can write, or you can write articles, or maybe you can grow communities where you are. You can come tell somebody, say, hey, I'll grow your community, here in Nigeria, or I'll grow your community here. You can earn from that as well. To me, those are the most wholesome ways to earn from a project, because I know from Guap, those are some of the valuable ways that you can earn Guap points.
Okay, thank you for the information, ma'am. So moving on to the next question. How do we read a cryptograph? Do we read it in the light of how the stream goes high or low, or how it affects various cryptocurrencies? Thus, as regards personal wallets, do we know how the currency rise and drops?
Yes, you can get all of that information from like the market caps. You can go to CoinMarketCap. Guap coin is on CoinMarketCap. Guap coin is also, you can also study Guap coin on Coinbase. We're not listed on Coinbase, but you can still find it, and you can find the metrics there. So you could go on these coin market caps, and you can see the history of the coins and how they did yesterday and how they did months ago, and how, and you can develop your own trading methods and develop your own algorithms in terms for determining the value or volatility of a coin.
Okay, thank you so much. The next question. Thank you, ma'am. How do we go about the website? The one you dropped, www.guaptalk.org.
You register, and you can post an introduction of yourself, and there's an intro forum where you can introduce yourself, and there are other forums where you can post the appropriate questions. So you just want to go there and you want to post a question, tell everybody you're new, and then also remember the event that this particular event you want to put there, that's where you came from, and that you were told by the founder to come here and to register.
Yes, thank you so much, Tavonia, on that. I'm so grateful, but I can see some of them laying complaints on the platform, saying they probably registered, put their name, and put HTSFVIMP, which is the abbreviation for the Hilton Top Solicitors Female Virtual Internship.
Oh, you said that they already did it? They had a problem?
Hello, ma'am. Did you get that?
No, you bleeped out. They had a problem?
Yeah, when they were registering, I told them, we did say they should indicate the fact that they're coming from this platform so you can know. So they inserted the abbreviation for the Hilton Top Solicitors.
No, you won't be able to create a username that long. Tell them to just register, but then make a post, and in the post, tell them say that you came from here.
Okay, all right. I guess I hope we're hearing. You register and then you make a post saying that you are from this platform and you got this information from here and you were told.
Yes, that's what you want to do.
So is it possible for those that have done and they are calling them HTSF now to edit, or they re-register?
You said that they weren't. If they're registered, then they should be able to log in and then just make the post.
Okay, and then they can edit the name, so their names won't be referred to as HTSF.
Right. They can change their name. Okay. I'm looking at here so now. I'm trying to look and see.
Okay. All right.
Because
so I guess
it'll let me know. It will let me know the new people that have registered. So I'll be able to figure it out.
Okay, very well.
But I will need at least them to be able to put their Guap coin wallet address.
Okay, very well. Once I'm going to get that done, I'll create a list for them, for those coming from this platform, and then in our subsequent communication, I will get that across to you. So
thank you. If you could do that, that would be awesome.
Interest. Yes, I will. So I'll get it compiled and then get across to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Catherine, you can go on, please.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Moving on to the next question. Please, what do we do about the fluctuating nature of crypto, which makes trading with it come with a lot of risk? I think we've answered something like this, but.
Right, and everything, to deal with money has a certain amount of risk. You know what I mean? So, there's really not a lot you can do about that other than you take calculated risks. You don't put too much that you couldn't afford to lose, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So the next question. Please, how can one make money from this, from the Guap coin, and get others to be involved?
Well, that's what I was trying to explain to you. Guap coin already is money. It already has a value, and the value can go up or down, but we're hoping that as we grow the community, the value will increase. You know what I mean? So your best bet is to be patient. There's a lot of people who got involved in Bitcoin way back in the beginning and got rid of their coins early. Do you think that they're happy about that right now?
No.
Right. So they got in early and maybe sold their coins for like $100 USD, right? Instead of holding on till it became a greater value, you know, because the people who are wealthy right now in crypto are the ones that held on.
Okay.
So it teaches you a lesson about being patient.
Yeah, right. Yes. Thank you so much. The next question. It's similar, but how can you make money from cryptocurrency? How does it work?
Okay. First, I want you to know that cryptocurrency is money. I want you to change your mindset, because when people talk about making money, they tend to think about the dollar, right? They bench everything to the dollar. But the dollar, what if the dollar was threatened? What if next week the dollar wasn't worth nothing compared to what all of the other stuff was worth? You know what I mean? And we're literally headed that way. We're headed to a crisis with our money, right? And with the dollar. The dollar in 10 years, the dollar is, right now, the dollar is what's known as the global reserve currency. In 10 years, it's not going to be. So down the line, it's no longer going to be the global reserve currency. What is the global reserve currency? Well, when you go to another country, everybody knows the dollar. Everybody knows what the dollar is, and pretty much everybody will accept the dollar. You don't even have to have their local currency. You can have dollars in your pocket and they'll accept it. But that is changing. It's changing.
Okay. So I think this is the last question. So thanks a lot for the opportunity, ma'am. Is there any type of wallet we're supposed to download for the Guap coin, or all wallets are the same?
All wallets are not the same. You want to download the Guap coin wallet. It's free, and we have one in the Android store and the iOS store.
Okay. Okay, so one question just came in. It says, how does one get involved or start up cryptocurrency?
Create your own?
No, I think so. Please, Rukayat, can you rewrite the question, because we can't understand. Are you trying to like create your own cryptocurrency?
Yeah,
or
it looks
just
like
get
startup. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're waiting for you, please. Rukayat, please, can you throw more light on the question so Mrs. Tavonia can answer?
How does a beginner get involved in cryptocurrency? So the first thing you want to do is you want to get a wallet. Wallets are free. You could get a wallet. You could get what's called a multi-currency wallet, like the Trust wallet, and they have all different types of coins and tokens. Or you could get platform-specific wallets like Guap Coin. Install a wallet. Next is you want to go to the project website and join their community, join their Discord, join join their Telegram, right? Because that's where a lot of the communications comes about the project. And then also there's some opportunities to maybe earn or get an airdrop. It usually comes in a Telegram or in a Discord, right? Another way is then at that point, you want to get you some of the currency. So you can get some from the exchange where it's listed, and usually can find that out in the community that you're a part of, or you can earn it by doing particular work online. You can earn that cryptocurrency.
Okay. I think that's the last question, ma'am. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. I enjoyed it.
So, Mrs. Deborah, over to you, please.
Wow, ma'am, thank you so much, ma'am Tavonia.
Thank you.
Tavonia is one of the great people I know that has been doing great things for the Black community, for the Black women community. And I deemed it fit that such a community like us, women empowering women, she should be on this platform to share from her wealth of knowledge on the crypto space. I mean, this is someone who is in the practical aspect of the cryptocurrency. So there was no need for me to go on the theoretical part or on the soft.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed the talk. I was so looking to meet each and every one of you one day. I really appreciate it.
Execute our dreams, our vision of empowering the younger ones into the space, the blockchain space. And the more they come into it, the more they understand. It's so particular to me as a lawyer because the more they get insight into it, the more they will be able to know where to position themselves, and then the more will be able to put heads together and create an ecosystem of the legal professionals who are able to provide some of the issues on the regulatory aspect that is confronting this space. Because as it is now, one of the major reasons that any country like us is rejecting is because there are no strong and no good regulatory frameworks. The system of governance in the traditional system cannot cater for this new set of emerging technologies. And it is important that we understand so we can help in creating solutions. And relating with people like you, it's a great opportunity to help us to be able to carry that out.